Forgiveness doesn't erase the consequences of mistakes, but it opens up opportunities for change. The poem tells of someone returning to a house they once hurt, unsure of being accepted, but ultimately finding a door still open. Ladies and gentlemen, some tears don't come from despair, but from a love so great that the heart has no room left to hold it. This poem is the confession of someone who has loved with both peace and pain. This poem is dedicated to you. A Tear on the Doorstep, composed by Alton Nguyen. I returned to the old house at the end of the street. The moss-covered steps still remember my footsteps. Years ago, I left in anger, leaving behind many broken pieces of my family. I carried the burden of guilt like a sack full of stones. Each step back weighed more heavily on my shoulders. Many times I stood outside and turned back for fear that she wouldn't want to see my face. That night the door was still lit. I reached out but didn't dare knock. The words I had practiced for so many days suddenly vanished. Only my heart pounded in my aching chest. The door suddenly opened. Mother stood silently watching. Her hair was whiter than my memory. I knelt down with no more excuses, only saying, "I am wrong, Mother." I recounted all the long years of running away, the mistakes I had blamed on others, the times I wanted to return and apologize, but pride kept me outside. My mother didn't say that the past was gone. She didn't say that the wound had healed immediately. She just placed her hand on my hair and said, "Come home. Let's start over." I burst into tears like a little child, tears falling onto the cold doorstep. I never expected that someone who had suffered the most would open their heart to the one who had hurt me. My father came slowly from the room. His eyes were sad but not resentful. He offered me a chair and poured me a glass of water. The words "sit down" sounded louder than words of affection. Forgiveness doesn't make the past disappear. What debt must be repaid with the heart? Broken trust needs years to rebuild, not a single tear of remorse. I started with very small things, calling home, taking care of my mother when she was sick, keeping promises and no longer lying, learning to listen instead of blaming each other. There were days when my father remained silent. I understood that he needed time. I didn't force him to forget quickly. I just persevered in living a decent, respectable life. Then one morning my father called me son, the familiar voice I had waited so long for. I turned away to hide my hot tears, but he looked at me and put his arm around my shoulder. Being forgiven didn't make me weak, but gave me the responsibility to live better. From the doorstep where tears once fell, I stepped in again as a son.